Warning. Elements of real-world religion are used in this podcast to serve the purposes of a work of fiction. They are to drive the drama forward and are not intended to be taken as a statement of opinion by the players. Thank you for listening.
Well, I do want to seriously poke through all of the clues we've talked about so far regarding all these celestials and shit.
Do you guys want to play Inspector while I hang out with you guys and pet the cat?
Sure.
I'll just man the music box.
I've got.
And you guys can discuss in or out of character what you think is going on and where things are going. There's a lot of mysteries right now.
Very much. That's part of the reason why Levi is staying pretty quiet and just waiting to see what is revealed.
Well, we've got the angel that we killed and the statue were both linked in some way. Because the angel was laughing as the angel in the ballroom was beating the shit out of us.
So what's interesting to me is only thing what we know of, there have been 3 of these potential angel incidents. There was ours, which was an outright apparition, an outright appearance or whatever.
Right.
And the angel got all giddy over that one and then did the one.
Yeah.
But there have been 2 other incidents. One of them was all the slaughtered cows.
Yep.
And he detected a celestial, right?
He did.
So he detected a celestial.
Briefly saw one, too.
He killed all these cows and burned down the farm. Or we burned down the farm. I always get confused.
The farm was burned down. Let's not point fingers.
Okay. So was that...
Point torches, not fingers.
So and then we had the second one, which was the whole village that was destroyed.
Which we arrived after the fact.
We arrived after the fact. There was also the Bible pages. It looked very similar, except with people instead of cows.
And that one... I mean, I know angels are capable of it, though I don't understand their motivation. I don't think that they would want to blame Native Americans for it. I think that was a third party.
That's actually very interesting. So that shows a level of human subterfuge.
Yeah.
Why would angels pretend?
Immortal motivation.
You, bite me.
Well,
it's humans who do all that subterfuge shit.
Well, and I get from that it is very similar to this scenario in which humans summon an angel for their own purpose.
I see.
Set it loose, let it off the chain. It killed a bunch of people, and they came after the angel left and made it look the way they wanted it to look to serve their purpose.
So what has me thrown is why did the statue only show one? Is there more than one of these? Has there been any lore of other statues like this in this area?
Not that anybody's familiar with this group.
Because it's kind of like a local tourist trap.
Yeah. So why is this angel giddy about this?
So my theory on the angel, and mine's...
But again, only one, not 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Jed sharing this is... Well, and he doesn't know why the angel hasn't reacted to the other 2. And neither do I. And I'm not going to posit an opinion on that. I think the angel is somehow tied to the Aryanites through a religious connection. The Aryanites are a doomsday cult. And the closer we get to midnight on the doomsday clock, the happier the angel gets.
Yeah.
So what does the one signify? We're only one incident away, or we're on the first incident there?
Is it
day
one,
away,
or
a
is
month
it
away?
not? We don't know.
I was kind of doing that.
Right, but she was
no
moving.
motion.
But remember, she was sassy about it.
And you've got 10 fingers, there's 10 plagues of Egypt. Blood is the first. The 5th one is the pestilence of livestock.
The 7th is dick kicking. Jesus comes down and kicks everybody right in the
Maybe
dick.
they don't have to
The
pattern any particular order.
7th is thunderstorm of hail and fire.
Well, we're pretty much that.
Yeah.
We might be the 7th sign of the apocalypse. We're a hail of bullets and fire.
So other than the cattle and the rain of blood, what was the other angel incident we had?
The town that was murdered and made to look like Native Americans.
Right.
It was torched.
Torched. Again, could have been us. We don't remember.
This, by the way, is the letter that you looted from that chest. This is topical. I'm recording all your positing, by the way. I think this is actually great. I think this is a good radio.
It's topical, not to be taken internally.
Oh, we already read this one, right?
Yes.
You did,
Yeah.
Was it a celestial you detected both of those other times? Has it only been celestials, or
Only
have you
been
not been able to
celestials
tell the
so far,
difference?
It's always been Celestials.
Okay, I didn't know if you could tell the difference. It would tell you if it's one or the other, right?
Yeah.
He detects celestial fiends and undead.
Right.
Thank
It
God I
tells
sold my
you-
soul to that.
If an area is
Oh,
consecrated,
yeah.
it's created.
It tells you type, but not specifics. Like, it won't tell you it's this angel or that angel.
Right. But at least it says
Or
it is
where
a
it is,
celestial,
but I like to
or
tell people
it is
anyway.
Yeah.
Did we level up?
Yes.
Oh,
Bing, 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 bing.
That's a very important part of this.
I meant to tell you, but I didn't want to do it right away because I figured it would override the discussion of the plot. And I'm actually really interested in
It's one of those things where it's like exploration experience points. You discover the train station, you gain like 1 experience point. Dang, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about what the plot is doing to you. So, this whole
It's
supposing
having its way with us.
this positing thing is a joy
So-
for me.
I imagine us all in the train silent moving it, like making our speculations as our text comes.
Well, I think you are a dum-dum.
well, I figure right
Only
now.
for you.
I figure right now in the movie we're sort of having this bit of dialogue, so everybody can go take a leak before like the action picks up.
Exactly,
That's what
yes.
This is all about. It's really just we're playing the plot for people.
Nice proficiency bonus and an extra attack.
Oh, that's huge.
Yep, and that'll be my last level of fighter for a while. I'm gonna Rogu it up.
I'm going to cast Find Steed at the earliest opportunity.
You find Temperance. Ride her into the sunset.
So
Well, that's okay.
Well, alright. If I must.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Hi-ho, Skeever.
So,
away.
so I'm playing a kid that was modified by the Aaronites, and that's how I got all my powers.
Right, yeah.
By some creepy shit they're doing that
Yes.
we haven't even really encountered yet beyond me. So whether it's real or whether it's a total figment, I'm just a
But there was a whole class of your kids,
and they
right?
were trying to capture me.
Right.
That was my canon, was
Right.
that there was this class of kids that I
Yeah.
escaped from. But then there's that guy, the first thing was this guy who was trying to kidnap me for some reason.
Right, yep.
So, I don't know, I feel like I'm a little bit more on the infernal side than the celestial side.
Right.
Whether that's, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the sort of kind of the way the vibe is sort of going. So how did your character get his powers? You said it was given to him?
Well,
Relay that again.
His racial stats came from him basically being anointed by the UNT. Like, hey, you've been serving us well. Your family's been pretty awesome. We make great allies. How'd you like to become one of us? And and they explain what would happen. And he's like, yes, if doing good means that I can be free of these emotions that are preventing me from doing what's right by my family and what's right for the South, then yes,
Then I second that emotion.
I'm in. And so they made him into Snake Dude. And,
Right.
and then he continued his villainy for a while before he was attacked by basically a good aligned snake handling cult, pretty small but very capable warriors, led by a man named Christian Adler.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and
His original Wild West character
Yes.
from way back.
and
He's OG Wild West character.
and he was and of his shrine of his compound of snake people, he was the one survivor, and he was spared, for he saw a coatl appeared before him to state that he has been chosen to forsake his dark deities and seek the light of God and truth, and well, repent basically, to walk the path of redemption. And at first it was just like, okay, so this is how I survive? Great, cool, I'll do it. And he kind of continued operating the way he did, but now all of his allies are either destroyed, his family probably thinks he's dead, and he just traveled far and tried to and look for visions of what to do next, and that's what brought him here. He will share more of these details with you now that especially as he's interested now in shedding his old skin and actually being honest with everything that he can, because that was certainly not his race's ways.
Just kind of weird that you were kind of a bad guy, and then something happened and turned you into a good guy, and I was born a good guy, and I was sort of turned into a bad guy. And yet here we are together in the same little group of people, and we're walking around and fighting angels and shit. Oops, sorry, Miss Temperance, I didn't mean to say shit.
Well, Gideon, you're starting to make me feel like a hero of myth and legend.
Now, Gideon, you're not a bad guy.
You're
Just because you are a bad guy does not mean you are a bad guy.
If anything, Gideon,
Oh my God, what is that from?
If
Wreck-It Ralph.
anything, you're just a bad kid.
No.
Mr.
Wow.
Willis, he is not
No,
a
you
bad
gotta back
kid.
it.
He
He
is
says that-
fantastic.
You're a
He's-
problem child.
He
is
says
what
that
you
with
are.
he says that with a smirk and a wink.
That's funny.
Fucking problem child.
You've not done a single deed that I've observed
Fucking Chuck Norris.
that I would consider wicked.
Wicked awesome, maybe.
You're not even as self-absorbed as children tend to be. That's remarkable.
Well, we got you for that.
I
So
once-
just
I
so you
once
guys know,
was that
I'm still gonna do the subtle spell stuff. So I'm not gonna catch fireball or any of that other crap. I'm still gonna take like stuff with a more subtle kind to it.
I have
I get third level spells, so that's what I'm saying.
I've endeavored to make anything that is big and flashy also require an awful lot of work on the part of the bad guys.
Like, an angel, perhaps?
Just a thought, everyone. Have we ever looked into the names Francis or Shepherd Harling, Harlow Isaac Longwaith?
No.
That's something we should really do. Looking over this letter. I mean, the names are right there.
I know you
Honestly.
don't like cats. This is funny to me.
No, I don't dislike cats. I'm just not a cat person.
In a moment, I'm almost
Yep, no
done.
worries. I get
I know
clairvoyance.
what you
That'd be a nice.
It's
one
easy
for
to like them when you're small,
divination.
right? They really do. She's also
Rob.
bad at toys.
Promontory
There you go, you got it.
and Demetrius. We have a few names here. In fact, a town called Promontory.
Get it.
A son named Demetrius. A loved one named Francis, as beloved by this shepherd Harling Isaac Longwaith.
Alright,
This is well worth looking into once we're paid.
Yes.
As once we're paid, we'll have the means to do the search, and
I
well,
think it's ironic we're getting paid at the casino.
well,
I think-
No, it's just efficient.
I think it's ironic that we're getting
Garbage
paid
in,
less
garbage out.
than we've garnered this entire trip.
Yeah. I know, we are going through an awful lot of trouble for $100. We could have robbed a bank for $5,000.
But that's our $100.
Goddamn right, we earned it.
well, once we have the means to pay a surreptitious visit to my people, they do keep many valuable relics.
I'm
Don't
just
eat
thinking
Jed.
that we were paid that $100 to escort Gideon, and boy, did we ever escort the shit out of that kid.
To hell and
Yeah.
back.
We fucking went all over the place just to bring him back from the dead. We should have left him in that pit.
We should have fit into the end kegs.
Yeah.
We'll think of it more
Again.
as we've escorted him several times. I mean, that's got to be worth more hundreds.
To the pearly
doesn't it?
gates, yeah.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but good. But I like where your head's at.
I'm gonna eat an army man. You go right ahead. Just don't eat the half.
That's how they learn to kill things.
I do appreciate you guys going through the letter again. I think that's important because there's a lot of clues in that letter as well.
Yeah.
I want Alistair Chance to come back as an NPC.
I can do that for you.
Excellent. Thank you.
It wasn't my plans, but not
want
really.
Alistair
He probably
Chance
owns.
and,
Dude, he probably owns the casino.
You might be the pit boss.
Yeah.
The pit lord.
I'm gonna be real honest. Ben told me about your original Wild West campaign, and that's why I made Temperance.
That Wild West campaign did not take off until we decided we were going to be the angel and devil on Eric's shoulder. That was.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, that was
Here,
nice.
bud.
I am overjoyed that they haven't been super nuisancey.
No, actually, they were pretty well behaved. I mean, they did cat things, but you can't expect a cat to not be a cat. So.
Yeah. They had very little. I mean, they were trying to drink water out of the air conditioner. It's not like they were trying to kill your
Right.
feet.
No, the important thing is once you told them not to be on the table,
finger,
they weren't on the table. Because it would have been every time we rolled the dice, they hopped up on the table. That would have been annoying.
She catch you really good?
Yeah, she opened up my finger pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. Is it as bad as the one that Hera got me in the gut earlier?
It's not bleeding yet.
So they talk about we must bring the four together.
It's got to be the horsemen of the apocalypse, right?
Or is it four angels? Four archangels.
The four minions of Gozer. Gozer the Gozerian.
Is that
So was one the first... Oh, wait a minute.
What you think of? What you got there, Gidge?
Is one first angel has been killed?
Oh, maybe we've broken a seal. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not really so much into aquatic mammals.
That was written before this incident.
Fuck off.
No, but see, they're talking about 4 angels. It just
She
dawned
had
on
a
me,
trumpet. Typically, that's the
or maybe the first one to blow a trumpet.
that's the trumpet is the thing typically associated with Michael, who's an archangel.
Okay.
Very true.
In this corner, Michael.
So,
In this corner.
I think they summoned Michelle, the archangel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shelly. She likes to go
Yeah.
by.
Yeah, there's a lot to find out and only so much
It's hard.
and so little time
It's
for
like
us to
playing
do
air
it.
hockey with herself.
Yeah.
Losing somehow.
Well, the army men are beating you at air hockey.
You can't attack the sconces. They're not a real thing.
Fuck that guy especially. Yeah, get off the table. You're dead, bitch. No, fuck you, Gideon. Smack you around.
Oh my god, level 5 guys.
Level 5 guys.
That's
Yes.
tries. It's my favorite grade.
That's what I was going for. I'm glad you got it. I got extra attack, which means Rudy Tooty, guns a shooty.
Yeah,
I
you
can
suddenly.
Dude, I can cast Find Seed and keep summoning seeds to feed the trolls. It's gonna be great.
You can cast
You're
Conjure
gonna raise a
Lunch.
troll army.
Conjure Lunch once per day.
Well, I mean, Levi certainly wants to talk with the Air Knights more and see what the hell's up with them, because they're on some rather fascinating cult shit right now.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, we're going back to guns rules, and this was a while ago since we talked this, but for my extra attack to work, I would have to be dual wielding, right?
That makes sense to me.
Because it's crossbow rules, which means I can't extra attack with a crossbow because of the loading property.
Unless you have crossbow.
Unless you have crossbow
Right.
expert.
Which I am not a crossbow expert.
Uh,
So I need to go back to the hag and get a second magical gun, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
I lost my other gun. Can I get a new one?
It's not like Walmart or anything.
Yeah. Did you, by the way, get a chance to reread this puppy?
I have not reread it yet.
Read that copy.
It is topical.
Not to be taken internally.
It's your favorite ointment.
I'm glad that joke landed the second time, because the first time it got nothing. Didn't even get Charity Titters. And this is my girlfriend, Charity Titters.
that's a stripper name if I've ever heard it.
It's an old Simpsons joke. Krusty the Clown said it. He made a joke, somebody sort of he's like, I don't need your Charity Titters, and this is my girlfriend, Charity Titters. I'm looking for that.
It's amazing.
I think we all need to witness it in story.
6 spots.
Sam Badford.
Zariah. We need to find this Zariah person and put magic bullets in them.
Yeah, that's the angel. Like, probably gonna be the boss of the game.
Yep. Well, I've got a magic angel killing gun, so.
That's pretty interesting. You spotted the. So I wonder if those are plagues. I mean, the blood rain is clearly a plague,
Yeah.
but I didn't think about the livestock.
See, the other reason
or the
Ben
death
loves
of
it
the
when we
city,
speculate like this is because we come up with ideas he
Yeah,
hadn't thought of
no,
yet.
that's what
Like,
it's
that's
all
a
about.
really great idea. I should steal that.
That is why I want you to speculate. However, everything you've said so far is stuff I've already thought of.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's pretty well documented.
But if they are the 10 plagues of Egypt, we've already had 2 out of order. Because blood is the first.
The water turned to blood is the first one.
It's blood, then frogs, then...
Boils and sores.
All I know is I'm going to start painting the doors with blood. I'm the firstborn son. Fuck you guys. I got to take care of
We
myself.
gotta go buy some sheep.
Brother Ephraim.
We'll never get our security deposit back if we keep painting all the walls with sheep blood everywhere we go. It's like, God,
Let's see.
told you, no pets.
It is blood, frogs, lice or gnats,
Ew.
wild animals or flies, pestilence of livestock, boils, thunderstorm of hail and fire, locusts, darkness for 3 days, and then death of the firstborn.
All right, nobody have any babies.
God knows how to throw a party, man.
So it sounds like at some point we might need to make a trip out to Flagstaff, which is all the way to fucking Arizona. But there's a lot going out there, apparently, according to this last paragraph.
Hey,
I like the notion of like the four of us on a train. Like, God, we have to go to Flagstaff and almost go, Flagstaff sucks. Just like suddenly turn off all the Arizona viewers. What a shithole.
Let's go back to Fortune. That was great.
that's probably going to be our next location, like then after the Devil's Casino.
Juanita is looking for us.
Well, now that we're level 5, we're ready to take on anything.
Well, and let's not forget that we've sided with aliens against God. I don't want that to go unemphasized.
That's a quote of the game right there.
we raided Area 51.
Aliens v. Cowboys v. God.
Now we can take on the Alphabet Boys.
Yeah. ATF, DEA,
Yeah.
DTF.
You take on the DTF game.
They take you on, buddy. They have sex with big ropes, if you know what I mean.
Officer Hard on, DTF.
That's Ghost Cop's real name.
Yeah.
It's a long shot, but maybe excuse me, my voice changed.
It was weird.
You went like full Zoidberg right there. That wasn't even like trying.
It was the oils I was ingesting. Anyway, it's probably a long shot, but maybe I can find some information on where the Yuan-Ti Temple is, and well, if we're traveling to Flagstaff, it's probably going to take me closer to home.
Yeah, they're snakes.
Hoping
They're
that
not all
every
about this
leak
whole
will be the
cold
leech
northern
ball.
bullshit.
Exactly. I think I'll just go with a warhorse for the steed when I summon it.
Get to that big pimpin' paladin
And
feeling.
Yeah.
we can make or you also have that steed appear before me in visions.
Ghost horse.
That like reptilian horse thing.
Ghost horse.
Remember that, Ben?
I remember it. It was not on purpose.
Cool.
It's tied into all of the shit you are discussing.
Neat.
Oh. No. Doc would ruin it. I was gonna say, there's 4 of us and 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
I'm assuming there's an image coming.
Yes.
Okay.
Horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh,
Yes.
wow, blah, 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 blah.
Oh god, I hate it.
All the brothels she knows, they form from space a 5-pointed star. And it's just a horde.
Illuminati.
I thought you were going to say all the brothels she knows form up and create Voltron.
Portron.
Fortron.
And yeah, we can make a whole scene out of the fine steed thing when I do it. So it's a big moment in a paladin's life.
It is, yeah, it's like the second most defining moment. The first is when they die.
First is puberty,
Yeah.
when you get hair on your rosary.
I did kind
Hair in
of.
your rosary?
I did kind of think that Angel was going to kind of party wipe us.
She came close to it, honestly.
Like once I went down and nobody was out of the building yet, I thought, all right,
The thing is,
GG.
if you kept her on compelled duel, I think she wins because she can afford to take a turn off to heal herself
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
just beat you to death.
The spirit guardians there is nasty.
Yeah.
Just
Spirit guardians
Well,
are
and,
nasty
for no
and
reason.
correct me if I'm wrong, Paul, but I think Jed and Gideon had a similar idea, because you had her locked down in compelled duel. If the compelled duel hadn't have been broken, we were going to leave. We were going to let you do your final stand. But then when compelled duel was broken and there was no penalty to shooting her, we were like, well, fuck, we're going to fill it
Yeah.
full of lead, because fuck it, it's a big monster. Big monster!
It's a big monster. You a fucking fighting champ.
Gideon was not going to abandon him. There was no way. There was no chance of that. He was just waiting for the moment.
I don't know, you were really close to that window, son.
Yours is a noble soul.
No. Well, after the broke, and I was afraid she was going to chase me, is when I started running. He went to the desert to save me. I can't bring abandon.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I could.
Good lord.
So yeah, I wasn't going to get involved until the compel duel fell off, and then once the compel duel fell off, it was on.
Yeah.
And honestly, my plan was I was just putting pot shots on her, just trying to do damage. My main goal was to grab you and drag you out the window.
Yeah.
I was going to leave the place to pretty much collapse in on itself, but then I killed her, so I was like, oh, thank God for happy accidents.
Oh, did the DA make it out?
Yes.
Excellent. I forget his name, but I like him.
He had 3 names. Would you like all of them?
Is the middle one Wayne? That's our guy.
No.
Okay.
What the fuck? His name was Hilliard Norwood Huey.
No.
Billy Boy Wigglespear?
Wow.
What the fuck?
That was up to you. And all the devils are here by William Shakespeare.
And Ramona Corley.
Mona Corley was the woman that you met, yeah. And she is, you believe she's made it out.
Paul, we benefit by not having to write down any names because we didn't meet anybody.
Yeah. You guys chose the correct
Well, I
path.
should have been writing down more of this weird crypto war shit.
As is often the case in fancy parties, the real party in the basement was the one that you wanted to go to.
Ha!
Yeah.
I feel justified. Second sentence of the 3rd paragraph of this letter. As was Moses tested by the Almighty in Egypt, so too will our faith be challenged by the tasks set before us.
I'm not sure justified
Plagues
is really the way to feel about that because nobody was challenging you.
And our plagues tasks.
No, the tests. They're not really tasks.
Oh,
I
did you
mean-
say tests or tasks?
I think they're charged with
Was
the
tested by the Almighty in Egypt.
I think they're being
read
charged with
that
bringing
again?
the plagues to light.
The whole thing, the whole sentence there.
As Moses was tested by the Almighty in Egypt, so too will our faith be challenged by the tasks set upon us. I mean, Moses
Okay,
was a
so
prince of Egypt.
Moses
he had
was
to
tested
kill
via
his own
test.
family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I think we have to kill all these angels.
I think we have to kill
and I think
Trump
we've
and
only
Heston.
killed one.
You like
It is the
this
loneliest
many-
number.
One
is the loneliest
angel
number
you could ever kill.